Hey, you guys, this is your girl Vanessa Morgan right here on Vamo Radio, and I have the amazing OneUp Duo, which is Jerome and Adam from NBC's The Voice. And here they are, you guys. How are you?
We're
We're
so
great.
good. How are
Thanks for
you
having
doing?
us.
Awesome. I'm so glad to be speaking with you guys today. So let's start off with the interview really quick. 'Cause I know a lot of people who already know so much about you want to know even more about you guys personally. So let's get into that.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's
So,
awesome.
although you guys are both super talented, of course, can you explain why The Voice was the first time that you performed together?
Yeah, actually, it was an incredible story because we had just met in October of 2017,
Hmm.
and that's when we started dating. And kind of like a few weeks after we started dating, we just started making Instagram videos together, singing together, which
Wow.
is how that whole thing kind of got started. A casting person from The Voice found us on Instagram. So that whole thing was moving forward. We auditioned for the show and everything, and in the meantime, we were planning to do our first show together in New York City, and then we ended up getting the call that we were going to go out to LA for the blind auditions. So we
Hmm.
had to cancel the venue that we had planned to perform at. So that would have been our first show together on a stage, but instead it was The Voice.
On The Voice.
Yeah.
So the first
Wow.
time that we ever performed together on a stage was for our blind audition on The Voice.
Wow. That is awesome. That is
Talk about
awesome.
pressure. Talk
Right?
about
Yeah,
pressure.
pressure. Definitely a lot of pressure. And you guys actually did an amazing job. So that was
Thank
awesome.
you.
Wow, getting
Thank
continued
you.
for rounds. So that's awesome. So you guys also have a really cool Christmas song that came out as well as a video, and it's called "Let Me Come Home." So what was the
Yes.
inspiration? What was the inspiration behind that for the new single?
Well, the song itself is about people that are particularly LGBTQ people
Hmm.
that aren't accepted by their families and not allowed to come home for during the holidays or really any time of the year
Wow.
because of who they are. But because during the holidays, that's when we long that closeness with family the most.
Hmm.
And several years ago, when I came out to my family, things were a little bit rough for a while. My mom and dad never kicked me out or anything, and we've mended the relationship beautifully now. But my sister, it was actually the one that was not allowing me to bring my partner home for the holidays or to be around her kids.
Wow.
She just didn't want to expose her kids to gay people, and there was
Hmm.
this whole thing that was very religious based that was keeping the family apart, basically just because I was being honest about who I was.
Right.
And that felt really hurtful because for me, part of coming home to your family is being accepted for who you are because those people know who you are and they love you and they've seen you through your whole life. And they know that, we're not always going to be exactly the same that we were when we were children, but they still are expected to just accept us along the way as we grow and change.
Yeah.
So going home and not feeling like I'm accepted for the full person that I am felt like a big slap in the face. Just was
Yeah.
really hurtful. And I think that my situation, this is Adam, by the way, my situation is that it's not as bad as it could have been. There are some kids that are literally excommunicated from their
Teenagers,
families. Yeah.
Hmm.
really young kids who are being tossed to the streets by their families just because of letting them know and being honest about who they are. And this is Jerome, by the way. And I'm speaking from because Adam wrote this song he co-wrote this song with two of his friends in a duo called "Break Out the Crazy."
Hmm.
And so I wasn't a part of the initial recording of the song, and after we got together, they added my voice to the song.
Okay.
So it means a lot to me. The first time that Adam played the song for me, I was floored because it's such an amazing song, and and it's so well written, and it talks about something that is relevant. And unfortunately, this topic, uh, although we wish it would kind of be like a thing from the past, it won't. It's not going to be one of those things that will easily go away.
Hmm.
So this will be a struggle that LGBTQ people will have to deal with every year, for at least, I mean, who knows how long, but it's awesome to be a part of something that addresses that specifically.
And especially in the form of a holiday song, I think that
Yeah.
we're conditioned to think that holiday songs are either always happy, and if they're not happy, they're still like a very light sad. But there's a very real experience for a lot of people that is heightened during the holidays, based off of who they are and who they're not accepted to be. So that's in a nutshell. I guess that was kind of a long answer, but
No.
that's where the inspiration came from.
I think that's awesome. I really appreciate you guys actually spreading that message to a lot of people. And actually, that's something that's really not talked about in society, like really
Right.
ever, like that you would hear. So I think that's amazing that you're actually being able to spread that message with your gift of singing. So I think that's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. We
Lord.
feel really, really blessed about it, and just grateful we never take a moment for granted.
And it was also really awesome that The Voice allowed our story to be told, because of the demographic that watches that show in particular. They were taking a risk. They were taking a chance on featuring the first ever like same-sex gay couple as a duo on that show. But it really turned out to be something super powerful, and we're so proud of how it turned out. Even if we didn't make it as far as we thought that we should have or would have, the message, as long as we got the message out there and we were able to show America another face of what love can look like, that was the winning part for us, to be a part of that show. And that experience has just been so awesome. And we get reached out to by parents of LGBTQ kids and also teenagers who have just come out to their parents asking for advice of how to deal with it and how they should feel about it. And that is so, you can't put a price on that. That is priceless, and
Definitely.
to know that people reach out to us for that is really awesome.
Definitely, definitely. I'm actually glad that such light souls like yourselves are actually being the ones who can actually give people like that your advice. I think that's so awesome. I think you guys are just amazing. You guys, when I seen
Thank you.
your picture and I seen you guys performing on The Voice, I was like, oh my gosh, they look amazing. They look so happy. You smile. I was like, wow. Oh my gosh,
Thank
can't wait to
you.
get that happy. So, tell me, how was your experience on The Voice? Like, how did you guys feel that overall? How did it go? And then, do you think it helped grow your career or anything?
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So our experience on The Voice was incredible. There's nothing that we could take away from that show that would be a negative feeling. They were so welcoming. All of the team, the producers, the directors, everyone, the vocal coaches, the choreographers, everyone was so helpful, and it was such a positive environment, and they really genuinely wanted everyone to do a great job. And as opposed to some other shows that they can highlight some of the lesser talented people, for comical purposes. The Voice is they were all about really trying to bring in great talent and helping them to do their best. And from us being on that show, we now have a booking agent. We've spent this last year traveling the country, headlining Pride festivals and HRC dinners and a couple of other things. But we look back on that now, and it's just so awesome because we didn't have a group name. We weren't OneUp Duo when we we were just Adam and Jerome singing in our bedroom, like with a black curtain behind us, So
yeah.
we're so grateful to The Voice for everything that they've done for us, and even just displaying our story on national television has been so powerful and so special. And we're really taking that torch and trying to carry it and keep the message going. And that's kind of what our hashtag is love is limitless, because that was something that our coach Kelly Clarkson said during our blind audition, and it was such an amazing quote. So
and it just it embodied what we were going for.
Yeah.
Before we went out on stage for our blind audition, we kind of had an idea we wanted to go with Kelly if she turned around, But then when Jennifer and Blake both turned around, we had to make the decision, and we based our decision at that point off of the fact that Kelly said that she was seeing such a beautiful picture of love on stage, and that is exactly what we were going for and hoping for, because our whole family, like my mom and dad were there, one of my best friends, one of Jerome's best friends, and his mom and her husband, and it was multiracial, it was gay, straight, young, old. It was like this beautiful picture of people just coming together and not worrying about differences. And if there's any impact that Jerome and I can have on this world, is that by the time we're done with our lives here, that people just love each other a little bit more effortlessly and don't worry about labels and color of skin and all that stuff.
Nice.
So when she said that and she said love is limitless, it was like, yes.
We were like, sold.
Wrong with
We were already sold, but we're sold.
Yeah, definitely. So you guys, actually, we would like to know, with you guys, you seem such amazing. Your personalities are very warm-hearting. So we want to know, like, other than singing, what do you guys like to do?
Oh, we love water. So we for Christmas, Adam and Artie owned a paddleboard, and our first Christmas together, he bought me a kayak.
I mean, I had to really impress him to seal the deal.
So what we do all summer when we're not performing or traveling, we just find a body of fresh water with no alligators. So, because I'm terrified of oceans and stuff, but we just go onto a body of water, and he gets on his paddleboard, I get on my kayak, and we just go, and we go out into the middle of the water, and we just sit and maybe listen to music, or maybe just sit there and just talk, and that's like our number one
hobby. Especially shared hobby, for sure.
Next would be video games.
What video games do you play?
Right now, right in front of us is
an old
Super
school
Nintendo from 1993 with Super Mario World in it.
Wow.
But it's the holidays, and every time this time of year comes around, I'm like, I need to put on the pajamas I had when I was 12 years old and play the same games I played when I was 12, just for that nostalgia.
That's
awesome. What we've been doing.
Kicking it back old school. That's what I'm talking about. So, you guys, with your new single that you guys have out, do you plan on touring anytime, to support the song?
We're going to, so this one, since it's a holiday song, we're going to hopefully by next year build a tour around the song itself, like build a show around the song, and just every year that Christmas comes back around, we just promote the song again.
We want to do a Christmas tour like Mariah.
Nice, yeah, yeah.
Like
Think
every year
big.
Christmas comes around, we're like, oh, now's the time.
Yeah.
Let's line up our dates. Let's see where we're going this year.
But we really do. I mean, we both are total Christmas nerds. Just the holiday season in general, and we just love it so much, and we love that it's such a great opportunity to share love, because people are more receptive to feeling it this time of year, I think. And
we have last year we did a show in Lansing and a show in Detroit. That was it, right? This year we have a show in Lansing, and then we fly to Houston the day after, because we're performing on a live television show called Houston Life.
Wow.
And we'll be performing Let Me Come Home live on that show.
So,
wow.
Right. So I guess it's a one-stop tour.
Yeah. We also
good.
did the tree lighting last year.
Yeah.
We performed at a tree lighting in New York City at the South Street Seaport.
Wow.
This year we're doing one in Staten Island, like a tree lighting. They opened like a new mall shopping center.
Yeah.
But they're doing like a huge tree lighting on Staten Island in New York. So we're headlining that as well. But yeah, the ultimate goal after this song comes out and the video is we would love to sing Let Me Come Home everywhere, because that message will not get old anytime soon. And amongst other Christmas songs.
We just believe in it so much. And
yeah.
it's obviously very close to my heart. And Yeah. So
Definitely. Yeah.
a tour every year would be the goal. Yeah.
That's awesome. I can't wait for that to happen. I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, they talked about it on my interview. Yep, definitely. I'm like, I heard it first. So you guys, where can we find you on social media? Where can other people hear your music?
They can find us on social media, which is at OneUp Duo,
Hmm.
which is spelled all out OneUpDuo. And we have all of our music right now on every streaming platform. So, the typical Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play.
So you can type in "Call My Name," "One Up," "One Up," "Let Me Come Home," "One
Oh,
Up."
yeah, that's one thing to note. So we released these songs last year, actually, when we got off The Voice.
Okay.
And at the time, we were just going by One Up because that's what we were on The Voice. And we didn't realize that there are about 5,000 other One Up.
Really?
But not singing like companies and
just a
random
bunch of things.
things.
So we added duo to the title. So all that to say, right now, if anyone wants to go and search for our music, you have to type in the name of the song and One Up. So "Let Me Come Home," One Up, or our other single, "Call My Name," One Up, and then it'll pop up.
Wow. Okay. Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's amazing. You guys, I appreciate having you here on the show today. You guys, again,
Thank you
this
for
has
having
been
us.
Adam and also Jerome of OneUp Duo from NBC's The Voice. You guys, if you want to listen to this interview again, you can visit vamo-radio.com. It'll also be up on our YouTube page. You guys will be promoting everywhere. And you guys got to check out that new single. I mean, I'm telling you, it's amazing. It's called "Let Me Come Home." Again, you guys, it has an amazing Christmas single that they came out with, and as well as the video they came out with, too. You guys came out with the video already?
The video is
drops
going to be
Friday.
Friday.
November 29th.
November 29th,
Yeah.
2 days from now, you guys. You got to get it. I mean, right after Thanksgiving. Like,
we are so excited.
And make
Black
sure
Friday.
Yeah.
New gift. There we go.
have cookie candies, too.
Yeah.
I appreciate having you guys on the show again, you guys. And this has been
Thank you.
Vamo Radio. Thank you guys for listening again.
Thank you so much.
Thank